The Met Office has discussed the possibility of an Arctic blast hitting the UK, with the potential for a 15-day snow bomb. Forecasters have said that weather maps have shown unsettled conditions will continue across the UK deep into the new year, the Mirror reports. Meteorologist Aidan McGivern has said that a high-pressure system could make its move by the end of next week, which may bring with it even chillier conditions. In his 10-day forecast, Aidan said that there is a possibility of colder weather, with charts suggesting that there is higher pressure arriving in January. He said, "Will low pressure continue to dominate for the first few weeks of 2024? That's the big question because of course it has been so dominant during the past few weeks and months." Well, this would suggest not. This shows the most likely weather patterns, color-coded for each day going out to the next couple of weeks or so. Roughly speaking, blues indicate weather patterns where low pressure is close to the UK, whereas reds and oranges indicate higher pressure, more influential on the UK weather. This would suggest from the Met Office model, the European model and the American model that higher pressure becomes more likely later next week and into the second week of January. That would lead to a greater chance of drier and possibly colder weather developing. This news comes as forecasters killed off claims that widespread snowfall is set to hit after Storm Garret sparked chaos across a large area of Scotland, closing roads off and causing major travel disruption. For the rest of the festive period, the weather will be dependent on a low-pressure system heading in, and where it will be centered. If this low pressure is right over the UK, then snow and freezing conditions are likely to hit parts of Scotland and higher ground. However, if the system moves to the east, then polar air could move in from higher ground in the north and bring wintry weather to more central grounds. The possibility of a snow bomb would come from a sudden stratospheric warming, SSW. A SSW was the issue behind the beast from the east in 2018, and this term is in reference to what forecasters observe in the stratosphere. A SSW is a rapid warming, up to around 50 C in just a few days, between 10 and 50 kilometers above the Earth's surface, which can affect the jet stream. The Met Office stated, models are indicating there could be one SSW on 4 or 5 of January. But it's too early to give any real details and we have to wait to see if one actually happens. If it does, then we would possibly see the effects towards the end of January. In recent years, some extreme cold, winter snow events have all been connected to the surface effects of sudden stratospheric warming. They continued, usually a few weeks later, we can start to see knock-on effects on the jet stream, which in turn affects our weather lower down, in the troposphere. However, the stratospheric sudden warming doesn't happen every year, and it doesn't always affect our weather when it does. This would mean that Northern Europe, which includes the UK, is likely to get a spell of dry and cold weather, whereas Southern Europe will tend to be more mild, wet and windy. On the boundary of these areas, cold easterly winds develop and in some cases, the drop in temperatures leads to snow, the Met Office said. Join the Daily Record WhatsApp community. Get the latest news sent straight to your messages by joining our WhatsApp community today. You'll receive daily updates on breaking news as well as the top headlines across Scotland. No one will be able to see who is signed up and no one can send messages except the Daily Record team. All you have to do is click here if you're on mobile, select Join Community and you're in. If you're on a desktop, simply scan the QR code above with your phone and click Join Community. We also treat our community members to special offers, promotions, and adverts from us and our partners. If you don't like our community, you can check out anytime you like. To leave our community, click on the name at the top of your screen and choose Exit Group. If you're curious, you can read our privacy notice. Don't miss the latest news from around Scotland and beyond. Sign up to our daily newsletter.